The annual Paris Haute Couture Fashion Week, featuring amazing and super talented haute couture houses like Scaparelli, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Dior, Thom Browne, Chanel, Balenciaga, Iris van Herping, Stephanie Rowland, Tony World Couture, to mention but a few, is now live at the City of Love, Paris, France. And while we were highly impressed and blown away by the haute couture collections, some of our faves in attendance just looked a hot boo-boo mess. So here are the top 10 worst dressed celebrities that showed up for the Haute Couture Fashion Week 2024. Take a look. First up on our worst dressed list, we have the beautiful Avril Lavigne. And for the Iris van Herping Haute Couture show, she had on this black and white super intricate look by Iris van Herping. And was I really obsessed with this look on her? I really don't think so. Now, first of all, please do not get me wrong. I really am just in love with Iris van Herping as a brand, and I just think that their pieces are really such an art form, and I'm really not afraid to say that. However, it just really takes a certain level of like aura or like vim to be able to wear such an intricate piece from them and not have it really overwhelm you. And I think this piece right here really just overwhelms her, that I lose so much of her essence in this look. Now, this look in itself just had so many intricacies, and I think that she just felt really lost in it, and she ultimately did not know what to do in it, just in terms of like posing or like moving. So it just felt like a blob to me. Now, she looks really crumpled in that top, and I lose so much of her neck in that top. Also, the boots that she's wearing really just made no sense with the overall outfit, and it just did nothing for her look. Now, the hair was really not a favorite of mine, and I just maybe would have had it up in like a bun just to really elongate her figure. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this look, but it just did not do it for me, so it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the iconic Katy Perry. And for the Balenciaga Haute Couture show, she had on this black long furry jacket and a ribbed leggings by Balenciaga, and she was styled by the amazing Tatiana Waterford, and just something about this look just felt a little bit off for me. Now, we all know that lately Katy Perry has really been teasing us with this new, more risky era when it comes to like her fashion. However, I just don't think that in itself is just hitting the mark for me, and something just always feels off when she starts showing skin unprovoked, and I think it's happening yet again with this look for sure. Now, personally, I just maybe would have had the jacket to be a little more fluffier and fuller. That way, it just would have added the dramatics that I needed to take this look through for me. Also, I really just don't think that these leggings were made to be like low-waisted, because it looks really weird that she was trying so hard for it to be like a low-waisted legging moment. But surely, if she had worn it in the way it was intended to be worn, it just wouldn't have looked as tacky as it does right now, because it just looked like she was trying so hard for it to be like a low-waisted moment. Lastly, I just feel like this look just needed something more, just to kind of bring it to life for me. Maybe like a jewelry or something, just to keep this look from being flat for me. I don't know, the aesthetic wasn't really given for me, so it has to be a chop for me, I'm sorry. Up next, we have the tennis legend Serena Williams. And for the Thom Browne Fall Winter 2024 Haute Couture show, she had on this red and white striped inner shirt, a matching corset and mini skirt, and an over jacket by Thom Browne. And was I really living for this look or loving it altogether? I really don't think so. Now, I really don't know what it is, but there is just something always very try too hard about Miss Serena's fashion, and I don't know if it's her team, but it definitely has been a lot of fashion misses from her, and this look right here is just one of those fashion misses. Now, I just felt like this look just needed to be a little more streamlined for her, because it just looked like a lot was going on in this look, and not in a good way for me. Now, I personally would have just had her to take out that corset moment and just properly wear that suit, because this corset moment, as we all see, that is supposed to serve as a waist cincher, is doing the exact opposite on her and and making her look even larger as her midsection. Now, I also would have done away with that thigh moment and maybe just opened up her chest region. That way it just really elongated her shape, because this thigh moment was just not it for me. More so, those shoes were just diabolical and it just looked like something out of like a theater production, and it was just a hot blithering mess for me. This look just did not do it for me in terms of like fashion and aesthetic, so it's gonna be a chop for me. Up next, we have the gorgeous Sabrina Elba. And for the Scaparelli Haute Couture Autumn-Winter 2024 show, she had on this black velvet blazer set by Scaparelli, and she was styled by the amazing Kim Russell. And I'm usually really obsessed with Sabrina and her style, but this look in itself, I really just was not obsessed with. Now, for a look as simple as this look, I just would have expected for her to execute this look to a T, just in terms of like fittings and styling, but unfortunately, I really just did not get that from this look. And yes, I know that oversized fashion is a thing and it exists, but that really wasn't just the case here, because you can ultimately see that the oversized fit on this look was really not intentional. Now, first of all, those pants on her looked way too big in the thigh area, and it just felt like she did not have enough time to have that tailored to her body to perfection, and it just felt like she just went along with it. More so, the quality of this velvet material just did not look rich to me. It just looked old, and it just looked like something that had been stored in the archives for a while. Also, this open chest moment that she had going on just felt a bit too empty for me. It just felt like it could have used something like a jewelry or something kind of like to just use this look up for me. I am obsessed with the shoes by Daniel Roseberry, but aside that, the rest of this look just felt meh to me. So yeah, this look is definitely a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful Camilla Morone. And for the Chanel Haute Couture show, she had on this white see-through dress with floral motifs by Chanel. And I mean, this is the typical Chanel look that I'm really just not impressed by. Now, for a fashion house that has existed this long, for a long time, you would think that they would do better when it comes to like their design aesthetic, especially for like a couture look. But that is clearly not the case, and this is clearly not happening with this look for sure. Now, this look in itself is droopy, it looks saggy, and there was just a cheapness to the fabric that was used in the construction of the overall look. Now, this look in itself was giving me more like beach visitation and not necessarily like Paris Fashion Week realness, and that to me was definitely a no-no for me. Finally, I really don't know what the vision was for this look, but clearly I'm just not seeing it too. So yeah, this look by Camila has to be a chop for me. Up next, we have the Latina superstar Anita. And for the Scaparelli Haute Couture show, she had on this nude tone black and white long dress by Scaparelli, and I just wasn't really getting into the groove of this look at all. Now, I just wasn't really feeling the combination of fabric that was used in the execution of this look and just the way it ultimately flowed. I just felt like to me there was a disconnect for me from the top half of this look to the bottom half of this look, and I just wasn't really loving it. Now, I probably would have just really appreciated a full-length gown made out of the nude and black material, just because that stark white material was just so sharp and abrupt. It just felt like an afterthought to me. I don't know. Anita is always on point when it comes to her fashion, and she could literally pull anything. Well, almost anything, because this look in itself just felt very diabolical to me. Now, I love the Scaparelli accessories, but aside that, this look is going to be a chop for me. Up next, we have the legendary Selma Blair. And for the Scaparelli Haute Couture show, she had on this light brown blazer set and a white inner shirt by Scaparelli. And this just looks very unintentional and messy, just in terms of like fittings for me. Now, this look in itself just felt very unflattering on her, and it just did not hit the mark for me when it came to like fashion or even like aesthetics. Now, it just felt like a kid trying on adult clothes for the first time, and there was just really nothing aesthetically pleasing or fashion forward about this. This look in itself is what I call struggle fashion, because it's just clear that the proportions were just not fitted to her body at all. I also really did not love this braided tie-like detailing. It just felt a little too arts and crafty for me, and it just looks really tacky at the end of the day. Her hair is always looking a hot boo-boo mess and thirsty, and I really don't know why. I don't know, this look just felt flat for me, so it's gonna be a chop for me. Up next, we have the amazing Maya Rudolph. And for the Balenciaga Haute Couture show, she had on this blue pattern mini dress by Balenciaga. And I just wasn't really a huge fan of the dress in itself or even the fabric in itself. Now, there was just really something regular schmegular about this look. Maybe this would have been like a right fit for like Target or like Chick-fil-A, but not really like Paris Fashion Week like for a couture show. This looked a bit basic Betty to me. So yeah, it's gonna be a chop for me. Up next, we have the super talented Greta Gerwig. And for the Chanel Haute Couture show, she had on this white asymmetric top and a white lacy skirt by Chanel, and she was styled by the amazing Carla Welch, and baby, the hideousness was definitely real. Now, this look in itself was just very ugly. The fabric looks really cheap, and once again, all I'm guessing from this is like a white cheap tablecloth, and that in itself is just a no-no for me. Now, Chanel definitely needs to come and answer for their crimes because this look was just diabolical to say the least. The top is a no-no, the skirt is a no-no, the accessories are a no-no, the hair is a no-no, the bag is a no-no, the shoes are a maybe at best. So yeah, this look definitely needs to be thrown in the garbage, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this look is gonna be a chop for me. Finally, on our worst dress list, we have the stunningly gorgeous Ivy Getty. And for the Armani Privé Haute Couture show, she had on this black strapless long dress. And I mean, it's a black dress. It's safe, it's boring, and there just was not any detail on it that really excited me on this look. I don't know, I just kind of expected more from Armani Privé because I'm just so used to seeing their really glamorous red carpet looks, and this one was just a bit underwhelming for me. So yeah, I'm not gonna give you a pass. It's gonna be a chop for me. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I shared with you guys my top 10 worst dress at the Paris Haute Couture Fashion Week. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I would definitely see you guys in the next one. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.